In this video, we will look at the different options you have when invoicing your customer. First, select a job, and then navigate to the financial header at the top. From here, select Owner Invoices. Scroll over to the New button and click Owner Invoice to begin. You can give this invoice a title, which will help inform your customer what the invoice is for. You can also manually enter an ID number or let Buildertrend assign one automatically. This will help better organize your invoices. With your owner invoices, you can establish a deadline for when you would like your customer to have paid the invoice. The deadline for this invoice can be a set date or linked to an item on your schedule. If linked to a scheduled item, the deadline will automatically be adjusted if the scheduled item is moved. You have two options for how you would like the invoice to be displayed to your customer. If you use the line item option, this will allow you to create an itemized invoice for your customer using your cost codes. This option will allow you to add more detail to the invoice for you and your customer if you have selected to show your line items to the customer. If you uncheck the box, this will keep the detailed information itemized for yourself, but your customer will only see the amount of the invoice. Your other option would just be the flat fee. Flat fee is used to invoice the customer for a flat amount. Any additional detail could be included within the invoice description field. Your area for internal notes can only be seen by your team members. Attachments can be added to help store any additional information. Any documents, photos, or videos can be included and will help keep all invoice information in one place. Once all has been updated, click Save. At this point, the invoice has been created within Buildertrend, but your customer does not have access to the information. Your customer will have access to this information once you have selected Save and Release. This will keep them informed as to how much they need to pay you, as well as their payment deadline, all of which can be easily referenced from their customer portal. Once the invoice has been saved, commenting is now enabled. A comment is a quick way to communicate on an item within Buildertrend, similar to a text message, but this keeps all correspondence within Buildertrend for historical record. There are other features in Buildertrend that you can generate an invoice from. If you already have customer pricing built out in your change orders, selections, as well as any line items on your estimate, you can simply create an invoice directly from those features. To generate an invoice from a change order, navigate to the Project Management tab and click on Change Orders. You have two options. You can select a specific change order and click the Add to Owner Invoice button. From here, you can add to a new owner invoice or add to an existing owner invoice. You can also select multiple change orders by checking the boxes and locating the same options for invoicing at the top. This action will copy the customer price. You will now have the opportunity to select a percentage or amount that you would like to invoice for this time. Once all has been chosen, click Create Invoice. From here, you have all the functionality discussed earlier as you are now in the owner invoicing screen. For selections, once a choice has been approved, you have the same options. You can add to a new owner invoice or add to an existing owner invoice within the choice itself. Moving on to your estimate, if you would like to create an invoice off the line items from your estimate, check the boxes next to each line item you would like to have added, then select Create and click Invoice. From here, you can add in a new invoice percentage or a new invoice amount per line item. When invoicing from your expenses, let's navigate to the Bills tab under Financials. By checking the boxes next to each bill, you can then create an owner invoice off of your current expenses. With this option, you will be able to add in a percentage markup for each line item. You will also have the option to create a new owner invoice from each individual bill. This concludes the owner invoices overview video. If you have any questions or require additional support, please feel free to browse our help center or contact us, as we're always happy to help.